Mr. Speaker, I don't know if the House is informed, especially my chair, that already, and these are the intricacies of dealing with a joint committee, that even as we're seeking this extension, the National Assembly Speaker has ruled that the report be done by the 1st of April. Yet, it's a joint report by both houses, Mr. Speaker. Meaning that and that is April Fool's Day. I don't know whether that will reflect in the report, but Mr. Speaker, meaning that we need to adjust what we're really asking for from this House. Mr. Speaker, in the process of our discussion, we realized that there are indeed several weighty matters, legal matters, and even political matters that we need to discuss. Mr. Speaker, the first and biggest question is what you're asking: the actual role of Parliament in such a process. And that is what needs determination, because this is a parliamentary, or this is a popular initiative. And Article 254 provides that there are two ways of amending a constitution. Was it 254 or 255? 255. 3, either by Parliament in accordance to 256, or by the people and Parliament. So what we're asking is that, and Parliament, what does it constitute of? If you look at 256 in the parliamentary initiative, Mr. Speaker, it provides for public participation, which is silent in 257. And it provides for how you publish this bill and what happens between second and third reading, including the 90 days, because their Parliament is legislating. So the question we will seek to answer is, in this process in 257, whether Parliament is legislating or processing. Because whether or not the Senate or the National Assembly vote for this bill, because now is when it is a bill, whether or not we vote for it, it goes to a referendum. That is the provision. That is one of the questions that we also need to answer. And also what we want to answer is, if there are provisions that actually do not need a referendum that have been passed through this process, whether if the President assents to that, because 257(9) provides for the presidential assent, whether those sections then are deemed to have been passed, and then the IBC isolates the other matters to go to the people. So these are weighty questions we must ask. But we must give assurance, because I've seen there's already suspicion. We've seen the media in its reports trying to say that the committee is divided. The committee is not divided. We're very clear, we're not trying to delay this process. We just need to answer these weighty questions. There are those with concerns, including my people of Nairobi, about constituencies. Senator Mutula will tell you in the chair that even when KNBS came, they said, leave alone the 29 constituencies that are provided for. Nairobi actually deserves 33. So these discussions must be had, and we must hold forth to discuss, to agree on what our role is. Imagine, Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, if by parliamentary, through popular initiative, a Kenyan sought to disband the National Assembly and the Senate. Would the National Assembly and the Senate be then allowed to amend that popular initiative? Because Article 1 provides the sovereign power of the people is expressed either directly or through the representatives. The direct expression of the sovereign will of the people is through a plebiscite. And the people can say they want to amend anything that they want to amend. And Parliament cannot stand in the way of whatever the people want to do. So, Mr. Speaker, those are the questions that we'll have to determine. But we want to give assurance to the House and to the promoters that there is no ulterior motive, there is no, because I can see people thinking games are trying to be played. That is neither here nor there. These weighty questions in a precedent setting, the first time, this is the first amendment, these weighty questions must be answered and determination be made. So in future, in 30 years, people can be guided when there's another similar initiative that comes, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.